5:63 done. Getting ready to lay down. The pup's here. Definitely ready for bed. You say hi, puppy? Say hi. She's ready. She's just looking at me like, just go to bed already. Day rating was a 6. We were able to get up and do the run today. And the run was an afternoon though. We got up, what time? I think we got outside at 6:42 for the morning walk, puppy. Is that about right? We had a nice little walk. Pup sniffed everything in sight. I got bit by a few ants. That was fun. And then got to work. Nothing too exciting at work, especially coming off of the Sundays the day before. The ice cream Sundays, to be specific. Thought maybe having a little bit more, but I knew today I wanted to run again. And I ended up texting my buddy from Monday, who we thought about running, and then he said that he had to finish up some stuff. So I texted him today and said, "Hey, you running today?" He's like, "Yep, I am." Like, what time are you thinking about going? He said, 5:45ish. All right, sounds good. Let me get out of work, walk the dog, and then I'll head over to the spot road we picked out. And it was only about a mile away, so originally I thought I could get here, play with the pup, walker, change, use the restroom, get a little water, head on over, get a mile in, run the 5 miles with him, run the extra mile back, so we'll have 7 done for day. But by the time I left, it was right at 5:45, and so I said, "I'm on my way." And he says, "No worries, I'm about 5 minutes late too." So all right, I'll see you there. We ended up going 6 miles, talked the whole time. The way out felt great, and then the last mile back, I don't know what was going on. I felt like I hadn't run in a week or two. I mean, it just felt so weird. It felt even like my shirt that was kind of a dry fit was choking me. I don't know how to describe it. It just felt weird. My legs felt okay, but my chest and my lungs just felt like I was having a hard time breathing, and my buddy did most of the talking the way back, and he could tell I was struggling a little bit, so we didn't pick it up too much, but we still got in. I think the last mile was right at 7 minutes, 7:04, which is weird because yesterday the 70, what was it, 7:04, 6:59 mile felt easier than a 7:04. I don't know why, but maybe it was the heat and I wasn't well hydrated. I'm trying to figure it out right now. I didn't feel like my legs were any better or worse. Maybe just over sweating. I don't know, because it was still a little bit humid and we were by the canal, so I don't know. But yeah, I really was mentally, physically feeling bad that last mile, and I thought, okay, we gotta be close. I know we're getting close, but my body's telling me to stop and I need a break. And I kept thinking there was 2 lights we had to stop for on the way out and same on the way back. And both times I thought, okay, we're gonna get a break. And both times we just ran straight through. We got the walking sign almost as if we timed it up perfectly. It was kind of funny. Probably the one time in probably the last year or two, I remember getting to a light and normally like, okay, if it stops, then I'll stop, take a break. It's meant to be. If it has me walk or run across, I'm gonna keep going, and I feel good. And this time I was just begging the universe just to be like, please put it on and stop. I don't want to run across. I need a 20-30 second break. I need a small break. And it's just my luck. It was my lucky day. Just had to keep running through. But we made it. We stretched a little bit afterwards, talked for another 15-20 minutes. We made our way back. I came, played with the pup a little bit, got some water, took a shower, and just sat down for about 15 minutes just to kind of recover. Then made some turkey burgers with some sweet potato fries. Those are pretty good. The pup had some too. Yeah, he did. and then just watched a movie on HBO, and then watched the Untold Story, the Anne one. I don't know. Like, that's the second one I watched. The first one I watched was about the football player with got catfished, and I don't know. Just both stories. I get that stuff happened, but it just seemed anticlimactic. Climactic. Like the climax of the whole story just felt like it wasn't there. I don't know. I get that they created a story, or they had the story. There was a story to be told, but just the way they brought it across, just maybe. So I don't know if I'm liking those or not. The other one's about a ref that was placing bets on games he was reffing, which sounds interesting. But again, I don't know if I want to invest that hour and a half into watching it. I think it comes out every other week for 5 or 6 weeks. And then I was going to put on the Me Day. Is that what it was called? It's with Mark Wahlberg and Kevin Hart. And Kevin Hart's taking a Me Day with no kids, and he's with his best friend, and they're kind of getting into trouble, kind of having a fun day. When I started it, got 10 minutes in, and I just said, okay, I'm going to go lay down. I think the pup was ready to lay down too. Hence why she's right here. Starting to snore. But overall, a good day. Nothing bad. So, gonna see how tomorrow goes. I don't know when I want to run. Today was just a struggle, so I might try to give myself more time to recover. I mean, ideally, I'd like to run in the morning just so I can get over with and it's not weighing on my shoulders. But I don't know how I'm gonna feel in the morning to try to run again, especially since 6 was a struggle today. I'd like to run 8 to 10 tomorrow. I feel fine as far as coming back from that injury. I definitely don't feel like I'm at that place where I could easily run 10 to 13 on the weekend right now. But I'd like to keep pushing the pace a little bit. What am I trying to say? Pushing the boundary to get back up there within the next month before the Whiskey Row 10K. I'd like to be able to knock out 12 to 13 miles and have it feel decent. So we'll see if we can get there. And tomorrow the pup's got a little vet visit. We're gonna get her all shined up with a little shampoo, a rinse, clean her ears, and then get her nails trimmed. And then I'd like to take her out on the paddleboard. I just don't know if I'm gonna have time in the morning. I don't know how it's gonna work. I haven't thought of a good time where it would be good to take her out. I would think the morning walk, she might have too much energy because that's normally our longest walk of the day. And I thought the rest of the day it's just too hot. So I don't know. I'm having a hard time coming up with a good strategy for how to get her out there, but I'd like to get her on the paddleboard, test her out to see. I feel like she's gonna freak out, which I don't want her to. I want her to kind of settle down, like, hey, at least my owner, my human's taking me out with him now, and settle into it. But I don't know how she's gonna do on a board on water. So I'm hoping to just kind of get her out there for 5 minutes and just maybe coast a little bit and then paddle back and have her get off. And if she does okay, put her on coast a little bit more. We go another 5-10 minutes, come back and let her get off. And then if she can get back on the third time and keep going, go 15-20 minutes and then call it a day. But I definitely don't want to stress her out, but I definitely would like it for it to be an activity that me and the pup can keep doing, because I would like to go out every other Sunday. And then I'm thinking about doing a Fiverr account, I believe that's what it's called, and maybe doing some coaching, some kind of couch to 5K, couch to 10K, couch to half marathon type deal where maybe have like 3 brackets, 5, 15, I don't know, maybe like 10, 30, and 50. And do one just like a basic training plan. Tell me what your goals are, where you're starting out, when your race is. And I'll build like a training plan for a month or 2 months or a month at a time. And then the 30 will be a month at a time with a phone call a week to kind of check in after or before your long run or whatever it is you're going to do. Or on a day you might struggle to get outside, just someone to vent or talk to, and just to get running advice, someone just tell you get out the door. Or if someone's taking the phone with them, just talk to them on the run. Just like, okay, what do you see now? Run this next light pole, pick it up the pace for 30 seconds, and then take it easy. Okay, now pick it up again. Almost like that, like a little coach in your ear. And then maybe the 50, do something like 2 calls a week, training plan for a month. Trying to think of more stuff to kind of add in there. Maybe 1 video call. Something like that. Or maybe just more details as far as getting into strides and drills. Maybe it's a little bit more try to lift, do some lunges and stretches, kind of a thing. Help take care of the body too. Maybe something like that. Might give it a try, see how it goes. But we'll see. Well, I'm going to do some research on it this weekend and see what I come up with. And probably this next month get it started and see what happens. Okay, we'll call it a night. We'll go to bed, okay? Okay. That's it for us. So run your life with health and happiness, and have a good night.